Scorpio. Hi. I'm going to do a general love reading today for Scorpio. And if it resonates, and it won't resonate, I'm sure, for everyone because it is a general reading, but if it does, there will be an extended reading in the box, and the information for that's in the box below. Also, I am now taking personal readings, and the information for that is also in the box below. All right, let's get started here. So I'll be doing, this is the Welland deck I'm using, and I'll be doing a Celtic Cross layout, which I really like for love readings. Now, just to clarify that, with a love reading, it's not always romantic love, but it is definitely always about love and passion of one form or another. So we'll see what comes out here. And also just to let you know that the cards like the Kings and Queens are not gender related, but more relate to the divine masculine and feminine energies that are in all of us. Okie doke. Let's see what we got going here, Scorpio. So we got the Eight of Cups, and that is a guide from the universe. So what's that sort of telling you, or where it's taking you, is that if not now, soon you will kind of get the feeling like you're going to be kind of following something that's compelling and drawing you in a certain direction. Okay, so maybe turning your back on where you're at now and following that, and that could happen in many ways. It could happen intellectually, it could happen physically, it could happen emotionally. So we'll see what that relates to here. Okay, so in a position above you of influence, in terms of energetic influence on, you've got the Ace of Swords now, and I'm just going to draw clarifiers on that. Okay, so it looks to me like something new is kind of coming into your peripheral. It's not there yet completely, but it's starting to make you kind of question some of the things that you may have kind of took as being truths around maybe spiritual or emotional matters, or creative matters for that matter. That sounds good. But you know what I mean. So it's kind of like gonna and it's appealing to your critical mind. So it could be in, if thought processes, could be if you're a writer, it could come out in your writing. So kind of like new information that is not detracting so much from what you held dear, but more maybe adding a different perspective to it, and a much more kind of down to earth perspective, okay, and not so philosophical. In the past, you've got the Star, and I'll just draw some clarifier on that. And the Star is kind of like a healing card, that it's a healing energy that is coming on a kind of universal level from the cosmos, in other words. So it's not like from a certain person or anything. This is more, and what it seems, what it's kind of about is, I think, at this point, this is in your recent past, you have begun to take more risks in terms of entering into kind of areas of yourself and your emotional waters that you in the past would have stopped yourself from going there. But trusting your intuition more and more all the time to guide you, and not being critical and kind of cutting things off. So it kind of goes along with the energies that are above you now. On you, you've got the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. So clearly this is a new way of living for you that's occurred to you, as I say, with the universe guiding you into going to places that you normally wouldn't have gone into. And so I see that with the Page of Pentacles. So I kind of feel like there's information and even more than that, knowledge and creativity being offered to you in that area, as you are kind of being compelled to go further than you've gone before. And with the Page of Wands, it's kind of making, looking a lot, paying attention to signs and signals in the universe as to guiding you upon revealing more knowledge with the Page of Pentacles. So it could be opportunities coming out of that knowledge. It could be opportunities for advancement, could be even financial investment opportunities, or it could even be just knowledge period to support, your continuous exploration of life and yourself and the world. You've got the King of Pentacles at the base down here with the King of Wands. So I feel like you're building a very solid base for yourself and are feeling like, even at this point, somewhat successful in doing that. Feeling kind of grounded in what you do, but still standing under the tree of knowledge and that is above you kind of thing. But feeling secure enough to be able to accept some of that and be able to sit in its shadow. And then I see the Knight of Wands. So this is a slower movement trip that you're or journey, whatever word, that you're moving towards now. And with the Knight of Wands, I kind of feel like it is a life path that you're forging here, but you're doing it very carefully and slowly, being guided, as I said, by the universe and by your intuition, which is, as I say, with the Page of Wands on you, is those are the kind of things that, you're following as you're seeing these different signs and signals kind of thing. Where I see it leading in the near future is you're really moving closer and closer towards what your heart's desire is. Now, I think in the past there was probably a lot of suspicion and maybe jealousy and stuff like that, because you've got the Nine of Cups with the Wasp kind of watching, but yet you still accumulating more and more creativity, possibilities as you're holding onto, so more and more coming from a heart-centered place in your creative ventures, as well as from a critical mind place. And that's in a position of what I see coming next, and that is kind of your heart's desire at this point. So that explains this Eight of Cups and you being compelled to follow a calling now that's kind of pulling you somewhere. And as you're doing that, I kind of feel like it's guiding you into a healing. And that's what I see here, as I said, with the Star as well. So with the Six of Swords, I feel like you are being guided by, you have the Moon here too, so by the Moon, towards more of a, I don't know if healing's right, a revealing, let's use that word, more of a revealing as to where your heart's desire will be manifest. And then I see the Ten of Cups showing up here and the Moon. So the Moon is kind of showing, taking you into deeper depths of your soul, of your emotional depth, I guess, and shining light on it for you to be able to actually venture in there. And I think that's what this is about too, with the Four of Cups above you. And it's taking you into a place where you begin to, with your creativity, you begin to flourish on a spiritual and heart injection level on all areas of your life, okay? And that's what I see here with the Ten of Cups and the Magician. So this is kind of a self-transformational time for you, where you're making, you're following, as I say, signs and signals and your intuition and, the stars here. And it's taken you into this transformation around how you live your life and the kind of life that you're creating on a holistic level. Because the universe is in your subconscious, so subconsciously, I think you already sense that the past cycle and as far as you've gone with your ability to move through life is over, right? It's kind of how we navigate through different stages of our life, and then we go from cycle to cycle. Well, what I see here is a new cycle now starting for you and the ending of an old cycle. And I believe this new cycle is going to take you into a more inner world, even more so than an outer world. So your travels or your journey is going inward. And I believe that's what you're following here with the Eight of Cups. So the Moon is pulling you deeper into your own soul and your own depth. You've got the Justice card showing up in your environment, and the Sun. I think that you kind of asked for this and were ready for this, and that's why I see the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands at the base here, because I think you feel like you're ready to now move further along on what you've already started, okay? And so with this cycle of life, it's offering an opportunity for you to do that with the justice, rewarding you for having gone to the, committed to the point that you did commit to, and committing to now doing it even more in this next cycle. And so it's bringing you the illumination and clarity that you will feel supporting you more and more as you move closer and closer to, your own self transformation of understanding of yourself. And then you've got the Ace of Pentacles in the position of what you desire, and I've drawn the Ace of Cups. So new beginnings with two aces, beginning of as I say, more knowledge, and the beginning of, unbelievable overflow of creative energy and spiritual energy, and that's in a position of what what you want. Leading to the Ten of Pentacles, because I think what that's about, and now this is your actual outcome card, is finding that as you're moving through and going deeper and deeper in yourself, you're finding that it's creating a much more abundant, stable, grounded sense of I won't say the ultimate, but it's kind of like moving, as I said, moving towards a Ten of Cups, but I also see it moving towards a Ten of Pentacles. So finding that sense of stability in yourself, and then being able to transfer it into all areas of your life, right? So moving out of kind of more, kind of random chaos, and moving more into something that is kind of more holistic in your life. And interestingly enough there, because a lot of times pentacles will kind of represent material value, material goods in the world, but because of what I see you building here, I see that more as the resources that you're building are much more deep inside yourself on a soul level, and that's what I see you kind of pursuing. Now, no doubt it'll spill over into other areas in terms of career and material abundance, but I kind of see that that's where you're heading to. All right, I hope this resonated for you. If it didn't, it is a general reading, but if it did, then I will be doing an extended, as I said, and you'll find the information for that in the box below. And in that, I'll be looking at more the next cycle that you're moving into. And, when I said the Justice card, so kind of how the universe is bringing to you what you've asked for, how and maybe even who. And then the Ten of Pentacles, what that looks like, because that's what I see as your outcome card. So what does that encompass, and what does that look like? We can go deeper into that. I'm just going to draw an oracle now from Wisdom of Avalon, and I've drawn Joy. So this is your guidepost from the universe. So you've got the Eight of Cups, so the compelling to take you deeper into yourself and into, the world of the inner, and finding joy. And I think that's what I was trying to say here about the Ten of Pentacles, is that it's about creating that for your sense of your new life. Okay? All right. If I don't see you in the extended, I'll see you next week. Thanks, Scorpio.